This is Nick from coidaboys.com, here to help you find where to find your Outlook PST file, or where is the Outlook PST file. Don't panic, we'll find it for you. And I'm going to show you here on my Windows 7 machine. I've connected to it and just logged in. Now I'm going to assume two things while we're doing this presentation. The first one is that the user you are logging in with is an administrative user, that you have access to the full hard drive and to be able to see what you need to see. And the second thing is, if you're looking for an archive or PST file that is related to the user you're logging in with, the profile that you're logged in as. So in the first example, I'm just going to show you where to find your Outlook file if it is associated with your current login. And this is on Windows 7, and Windows XP will be very similar. Windows 8 or 8.1 also would be very similar. For Office 2003, Office 2007, 2010, and 2013 are all very similar. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to the control panel. To get to the control panel, you typically are going to come down here to the Windows Start icon. You're going to left click, and you're going to look for the control panel in your menu. Open it up. We're looking for something called the mail icon, mail management. Strangely enough, that's where we're going to find our email information. If you don't see the icons like I have them here, you'll want to come up here to the view by and change it from category to small icons. Then we're going to look for mail. It's in alphabetical order, left to right, A, B, C, D. Okay, so we've got mail right here. Open the mail. Account settings, server settings, all that kind of stuff for your email accounts is found under this. We're looking for data files. We're going to go in there. Okay, so on my particular machine, I have 3 archive files currently associated with my Outlook. Alright, so the 3 of them are in these locations. Those are in my documents. I want you to take note of the top one. The top one is in the default location for Outlook. If Outlook is going to start creating an archive.pst, it defaults to the name archive.pst. It will be in this location. Alright, under C, users, the username, my username is Nick, whatever your username is, that would be there. App data, local, Microsoft, Outlook. Inside that folder is where it would typically create a PST file, and it would be called archive.pst. So the best way to get there is to just select it, go up here to open file location, and click on it. Okay, so there it is, that's my file. At this point, if I wanted to create a copy or a backup of that, I could go ahead and burn a copy of that as long as my Outlook is closed and shut down. Then I can burn a copy of that file to DVD or CD if it would fit, or take a copy of that to your external drive or USB stick, so that you have an offline backup copy of your PST file. Okay, the other way that we can find the PST files, if you think you have a PST file, you can't find it, or you know there's 1 or 2 on the hard drive somewhere, perhaps for a different user profile, we're going to look for that now. Okay, and the way we're going to look for that is we're going to open up Windows Explorer, and that's just the folder icon here, or you can right click on the Windows icon, go open Windows Explorer, or if you have a My Computer icon on your desktop, double click on that. Okay, at this point we're going to look for the computer and C drive. Select C drive in the left pane, and we're looking for the search window up here in the top right. You should have a search window. Select in there with your left mouse, and we're going to look for a wildcard search, and it has come up there. It's a star or asterisk above your number 8 key, .pst. So the asterisk is a wildcard search for the database, in this case the Windows database, that is the file system. Star.pst will now start searching through the whole C drive for all PST files. So you remember that my profile had 3 PST files. Now there are many, many more, because I've got a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. For an IT administrator, I've got too much junk. Alright, some of them are created by default. So I have a bunch of them in several locations, and not just in that default location. So now I want to highlight something else to you, and what I want to highlight is the size. this particular one and the date modified. So this is actually today's date. This is my active archive file. It is at 4.1 gigabytes. It's large. It's been there for a few years, and I have to take note of the size, because if I want a backup copy on a DVD, for instance, for example, a single layer DVD, I can't let that get much bigger. It's going to be too big to fit on a single layer DVD. Okay, so then I might have to create another archive, or I have to look at one of these other ones. That's for another video, and I will do that, and you can look for that other video later. So take note of the file size, take a look at the date modified, and you can scroll through, find the one that you're looking for, and again, you can select the one you want. The 265 kilobyte files is a default size. That has nothing in it. Absolutely nothing. So if it's 265 kilobytes, forget about it. If it's not in use, delete it. Hasn't been modified since 2008. I think I don't need that, so I can actually just go in here and delete. Okay. Otherwise, I can go and right click on there and open file location for any of these. Open file location, and I can go ahead and burn a copy or copy it out. And we'll talk about archive management and PST file management on another video. Hope this has helped you out to find your Outlook PST file. Nick at quitterboys.com.